Hello and welcome. I'm Liz and today we're making the lobster claw stitch. It looks like this. It's a fun textured stitch and I'm going to show you how to work this one. We're using our worsted weight yarn, Premier Basics, and I'll be using my 5mm hook, but you can use whatever hook you need to get your gauge, and of course your scissors. This pattern begins with a multiple of 6. So I started with a chain of 24 and then I added 2 for the turning chain. So I have a chain of 26. And I'm going to start in the 3rd chain from the hook. So that's the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. And I'm just going to work a double crochet right into that 3rd chain. Next step, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1 chain and work a double crochet into the next chain. Chain 2 again, and now we're going to work a double crochet 3 together over these 3 chains. So we're going to skip a chain and I'm going to start with a yarn over, insert my hook in the next chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're not going to complete that double crochet, we're just going to leave those 2 loops on the hook and work into the next chain. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through the first 2. Leave those on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. So now we have worked 3 double crochets without working the last step, and we have 4 loops on our hook, and the final step is just to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops, and we've worked 3 double crochets together. So we're going to chain 2, skip a chain, and work 1 double crochet into the next chain, chain 2, skip a chain, and work 3 double crochets together. So remember, you just begin with the first part of the double crochet, leaving out the last part of the double crochet until the very end when you yarn over and pull through. Chain 2, skip 1 chain, work 1 double crochet into the next chain, chain 2, skip 1 chain and work a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 chains. It's 2 and 3. And we just repeat this all the way across your chain. And you can, now here's the last 3. So when we get to the last 3 chains, we're going to do our chain 2, and then instead of double crochet 3 together, we're just going to do double crochet 2 together over the last 2 chains. So you skip the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then yarn over, insert your hook in the last chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those, and that's your double crochet 2 together. And you can make as many chains as you like for this pattern, just have to keep it with a multiple of 6 plus 2 for the turning chain. So now for row 2, we're going to chain up 1, turn our work, and make a single crochet in that first stitch. Chain 2 again, and we're going to single crochet into the next stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 2, single crochet into the top of that double crochet 3 together, chain 2, single crochet into the next double crochet. So we're working the chain 2 and we're skipping the chain 2 spaces of the previous row and we're just working single crochets into the top of all of the stitches that we made. Chain 2, and we're at the very last, which was the first 2 of the previous row, and we're just going to work a double crochet into the top of that. A single crochet into the top of that stitch. That was row 2. So for row 3, we're going to start with a beginning double crochet decrease. And that is simply chain up 3, turn your work, and then just work another double crochet right into that chain 2 space. That's all there is to it. So double crochet decrease or 2 double crochets together. Now we're going to do chain 2 again, and we're going to work a front post double crochet around the post of this single crochet right here. So for a post stitch, you're just going to yarn over, insert your hook from front to back, and then back to front, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you've got your 3 loops on your hook, just like a regular double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And as you can see, we've worked a double crochet around the post of the single crochet of the previous row. And then we're going to do chain 2. And now I'm going to show you how to do the claw, which looks similar to this. And this is kind of like the repeat row. So we're just going to work 3 double crochets together, but we're going to start with our first double crochet into the chain 2 space. So yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through the first 2 to start your double crochet. But remember, don't finish it, keep those 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and the next one is going to be another post stitch. So insert from front to back and then back to front, and then just work a double crochet around the post of that single crochet. Remember, don't do the last step. And then the third one is going to be in the next chain 2 space. So yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through the first 2. And now just like before, we've got 4 loops on our hook, so we can yarn over and pull through all 4 of those. And that makes our little lobster claw. Now we're going to chain 2 and basically repeat that pattern all the way across. So we've got 1 single crochet, we just work 1 double crochet around the post of that. So a front post double crochet, and then chain 2. And now we're going to work the next claw, which begins right in the chain 2 space. So you're going to start your double crochet, and then you're going to do your front post double crochet, and then the last one is going to be in the next chain 2 space. And now you've got all 3 of those on your hook. You can yarn over and pull through all 3. And that is row 3. So we're just going to repeat these stitches all the way across the row. And working the double crochet 3 together around the post and into the chain 2 space is what makes it look like that little lobster claw. And it pushes your stitch out and it gives you some nice fun texture. So now that we're at the very end, we're just going to work a double crochet decrease right here. So we're going to chain 2, and the decrease is going to be in the chain 2 space and the last single crochet. So you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then right into that single crochet, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So we've done a double crochet decrease over the chain 2 space and the single crochet. Now for row 4, we're just going to start with a chain 1, turn our work, and work your single crochets all the way across. So 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet into the top of that claw, chain 2, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet right into the top of that double crochet 3 together, and you just work that very simple chain 2 single crochet all the way across for the wrong side of your row. And then at the very last stitch, you're just going to work 1 single crochet into the top of that double crochet decrease from the previous row. And now we can turn our work, and for the rest of the pattern you simply have to repeat the last 2 rows. So you're going to alternate with making the claw on the right side and then just the single crochet chain 2 on the wrong side.